Welcome back to another Pillar Chase 2 video.
Sorry, what? You're looking at me. Fuck you!
Sorry for the just straight up Pillar Chase content. It's kind of like one of the only semi-interesting Roblox ASIMs to talk about at the moment. Plus, I don't know, I just find Pillar Chase interesting to talk about. I don't really know much about that, but today I'll be discussing Pillar Chase Recode and Pillar Chase Precode / Legacy. Now, Pillar Chase Precode is set to release sometime after the release of Recode, and I imagine that time can't be too long from now. But the issue is once Precode does release, it's going to have a strong impact on the Recode of the game, as if it wasn't already suffering enough by looking at these numbers. Yeah, that's not good for the full release. Well, I shouldn't say full release, because since it is beta, but it's release. And you may ask why I say this. Why is Precode going to hurt Recode or kill off Recode? Why is it going to damage Recode so badly? And well, it's because from everything I've seen across social media, people just don't really care that much for Recode, or don't really enjoy it as much as old Pillar Chase. And the reasons that I can think of for people not liking Recode that much is, number one, that the game lost its main cast of characters, with huge characters like EXE, Springtrap, and MX. Even though he did get a redesign, I just feel like the cast of the Pillar Chase 2 characters, I think, we're a really strong cast, really loved by many people. I think by everyone who played the game. So to see them go, or to go in some sort of way, as in like a redesign, I think that just aways people. Another reason I can think of is Pillar Chase Recode, in my opinion, just feels kind of slow and clunky. I don't know, whenever I would play it, it just seems a lot slower than Precode, if that makes any sense. Maybe I'm just chatting out of my own ass, but Precode to me just feels a lot slower. I don't know if that makes any sense, but in my opinion, it feels slower and more clunkier than what Recode did, or Precode. Now, I still like Recode 10 times more than Precode. It's clunky and slow, in my opinion, but maybe that's just me being a delusional schizophrenic. Now, for the final reason to why I think Precode will outdo Recode is nostalgia. Whenever you think about Pillar Chase 2, you usually think about the prime time of playing the game and the charm it had for being so simple. With all the new ASIMs coming out setting the bar even higher, Pillar Chase is forced to change things up to continue staying relevant. Pillar Chase Precode is just a run around, hold the interact button, task complete, monster up, simple monkey brain activities. But with, other games coming out like Forsaken and Outcome Memories and Bite by Night that, add more unique stuff to it instead of just a run and chase game, they are forced to make it more unique, make it more replayable, so that people don't get disinterested in Pillar Chase. And well, Pillar Chase, they had to change things up to continue staying relevant. And in the midst of this, I think they lost that charm that people have when thinking about Pillar Chase. Maybe this is another entry where it's like, oh, you're a schizophrenic, Mr. Domingo, but I used to blow, whenever I'd hear people say Pillar Chase lost their charm, I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you stupid, bro? What the heck are you saying? You don't make any sense right now. But the more I see it, the more I understand what they mean now. And to those people, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry I'm an asshole. But I understand what they mean by Pillar Chase 2 lost its charm. Because at the moment, it was just, a fun little indie project with indie horror characters that people love. They weren't scared of getting copyrighted or, you know, going down a more professional route. They were just devs who were making a Roblox game, and that was about it. And there is just some sort of charm to that. But now, you know, they're more secure, they're more safe, they're more professional. And I see and same thing with the charm. Whenever people would say, "Oh, Pillar Chase 2 has gone corporate," I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Are you dumb? But I kind of can see that. Maybe that's just me in my opinion, but like I kind of can see it. I can see what they mean by gone too corporate. But again, that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm just a delusional schizophrenic, huh? The solution. In my eyes, I feel like the best thing to do is just not even open Precode for that matter. Reopen Precode for that matter. There isn't really a purpose to have it reopened. You created a new game, make the players play the new game. Simple. The players should want the new game. You should have the players wanting Recode, not wanting Precode back. People shouldn't care about the return of Precode. You should make it where people are so interested in Recode that they don't care about Precode anymore. Precode's in the past. Time to stop living in the past, play the new game where it's more interesting. And, you know, a whole bunch of new stuff, new content, new details, new tasks, new maps, just new everything. But no, people want Precode. And with having Precode open, they are still taking a risk, even though they went out of their way to redesign nearly every monster in the game to avoid that said risk. But yeah, I think Precode just shouldn't come out at all. I think that would be the best play. They should just not even open Precode, because if Precode reopens, they're gonna see how much people just don't care about Recode. And it's gonna be demotivating to see that. All the people, you know, to see Precode have more players than Recode, because I can bet you some money that that's what's gonna happen. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people just prove me wrong and don't care about Precode. But from what I've seen on the internet lately, people care about Precode 10 times more than Recode. I don't see how that's possible, because Precode genuinely sucks. I will admit that playing Monster in Precode feels better than Recode. It feels a lot better playing Monster in Precode than Recode, but that's only a minuscule amount of the gameplay, because you're usually playing as Survivor for like 80% of the game. Make them stay for Recode, not want Precode, because I can assure that the people who still play Pillar Chase are the same ones who were playing when like MX released, when Mimic released, when Inkvale released, when PCX released, you know, the prime Pillar Chase time, and not exactly new players. I don't really think new players are discovering Pillar Chase Recode and playing it. I really do think it's only the old players who are here for Precode, and that's why they want, are here for Recode, and that's why they want Precode, sorry. But yeah, that's my take on Recode, or god dang it, if I screw this up one more time! But that's my take on Precode and Recode. I hope you all have a lovely day, and make sure you check out Recode, because it is good, man. It is good. You just got to give it a chance, and you know, with due time, they'll be adding a lot more content. Also, click that subscribe button. It really would mean a lot to me, as I am trying to hit 30k subs, and we are very close to doing that. Thank you guys for watching to the end of the video. I love you, man. Take care.